Right. Hello. Now, you might be wondering why I'm shoving my face right up in front of you. It's because I'm using a web camera instead of my usual phone, because my phone is rubbish and seems to have broken, and the web camera I've got hold of doesn't have... It's a nightmare, to be honest with you. I have to be leaning right in to the laptop to get any sound. My old webcam that I had many moons ago is broken. The lens is all scratched, so you just get a blurry picture. This one gives you a clearer picture, but I have to be right in to get any sound. I've had a bit of a but anyway, this is going to be the first in a series of videos in which I talk about watching, and this is the title, you ready? A shit show for a month. In which I watch a shit show for a month, or a show in which I assume it's going to be shit going in, and then we see how I feel. I asked for recommendations on Twitter as to which show I should do, and I did say I wanted to do a soap opera for my first project, a British soap opera that wasn't called EastEnders because I'm not stupid, and the unanimous verdict that came back was Emmerdale. It's the least offensive, the least likely to make me go mad, so Emmerdale it is. And I have now been watching, given that we are now at the end of the first week of April, I've been watching Emmerdale for 1 week. Now, I've been quite lucky because it's been quite a dramatic week for my first week, because a character is leaving, and as is usually the case when a major character leaves, the shit has hit the fan. He's taken the blame for an arson attack that nearly killed his... I don't know that... the whole family, the Dingle family, it's a confusing situation. I have no idea who anyone is in relation to each other, but Aaron Dingle, or Aaron, whatever his surname is, but his mother is a Dingle, has taken the blame for an arson attack which nearly killed Kane Dingle, although he didn't actually set the fire. He told the police he did it. He's got a court date. He's doing a runner before his court date, before his court appearance, so as to not go to prison. He's going to fly off to France and live happily ever after with his footballer boyfriend. Now, I think he's a footballer. Yeah. Anyway, possibly rugby. I don't know. Anyway, all very dramatic, all quite, not boring, I wouldn't say. It's held my interest, mainly because the blokes playing Kane and Aaron are decent actors, which most of the rest of the cast can't really say that about themselves. So I've hit unlucky getting a storyline focusing on those two. The other main storyline this week has been slightly less interest maintaining, in that it's been about a woman trying to avoid reading her son's homework because, as it turns out, she can't read. Now, I'm all for, in real life, I've got all sympathy for people who can't read as adults. It must be a burden on their life. In real life, it's an important issue that needs to be addressed, and I have sympathy for those living it. In drama, it's not exactly scintillating, edge of your seat stuff. I'm sorry, but it isn't. It's dull, especially when the actress involved can't act. Her son can't act. They just... Anyway, she can't read. He wants to teach her to read. She doesn't want to learn because it don't go in. It don't go in. I've tried. It don't go in. Anyway, various other bits and pieces have been going on. The owner of the B&B, who used to be in the Tomorrow People, not a lot of people say that. He's having a bit of rumpy-pumpy with the woman who works in the cafe. For some reason, mainly I think because the writers felt like writing a bit of farcical running and hiding in bedroom malarkey. They're keeping it a secret. I mean, she's single, so far as I can tell, and his wife's left him, so I don't know what the crack is there. I don't know why they have to hide it, but apparently they do. But it hasn't been a terrible week. I thought it would be going in. I thought I would hate it, but I haven't. So, apart from the last episode of the week, in which Aaron does his run into the airport, and we spend 97 hours at this airport, very accommodating at this airport, because the planes seem perfectly happy to sit on the tarmac and wait while this fugitive from the law says goodbye to 62 different people, some of them twice. But maybe they need his business. Maybe the airline's going up. Maybe the airline's struggling. Another fact about this airport, which, I mean, fair play to them, big international airport, 2 minutes down the road from a tiny rural village. Maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna judge that fact, but the fact that the police don't seem to know it exists, because they're zipping around the village searching for Aaron. He's not at any of his usual haunts. He's got a court date that day. They're looking for him because he's missed it. Fugitive from justice. You'd think they might check the big international airport 2 minutes from his house, but apparently not. But what can you do? Police and soap operas, they've always been shit, haven't they? I mean, that anyway, I haven't hated it, is the point. I may grow to hate it over the next 3 weeks, now that there's only one decent actor on the show instead of two. Especially if this I can't read thing goes on for much longer, which it indubitably will. There's a rubbishy storyline kicking off about two women both fancying the same bloke because he's good with kids, I think, is the main reason. I don't really know. That seemed to be it. Neither of them showed an interest in him, and then he helped out at a kid's birthday party, and suddenly they're both in love with him. I don't know. I can't see it hooking me, to be honest. I can't see it being a show that keeps me on past the month that I've said I'm going to watch it for. But what are you going to do? So I'll probably be back next week talking about my second week. See if it may have improved and wowed me, or it may be just the same blah, not bad, not particularly good that it's been this week. But we'll see. I'm going to stick with it for the full month, so there'll be a video next week all about my second week of watching Emmerdale. So I'll see you then.